Guys, have a seat.
Yeah, I know that. Complaints against you, sir, under 10-15-4, alleged breaking and entering in the daytime for a felony, larceny from a building, malicious destruction of property under the sum of $250 and trespass.
You're entitled to have a lawyer now. Do you need a lawyer appointed, or are you going to get your own?
I think I have an appointment, Your Honor.
Do we have the invitation?
We do, Your Honor.
Let's see that. Well, are you supporting anyone other than yourself?
Just my household.
Well, who lives in your household?
My girlfriend.
Does she work?
She's unemployed right now.
All right, well, you'll have to get your own lawyer. You wouldn't qualify for a court-appointed lawyer. So is it a bail hearing or?
This is Your Honor.
All right, so, actually, I get the record. I'm sorry. All right, so we'll hear from the Commonwealth first and the defense.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth, would you like me to argue now, Your Honor?
Sure.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth is asking for $5,000 cash bail. The basis for this request is the defendant's board of probation record as well as the facts of the alleged offense. Your Honor, the facts as alleged are that on yesterday morning, at approximately 10:45, officers of the Westford Police Department received a call from Detective Sergeant Roy Frost of the Billerica Police Department. He informed officers in Westford that they had entered into the town of Westford and were following a vehicle which had a GPS monitoring device attached to it. Pursuant to a warrant they had retrieved that the Billerica Police Department had obtained. This device was attached to the vehicle belonging to Anthony Squeglia, the defendant before you. They were following Squiglia's movement by watching the GPS on the computer. Eventually, they were able to link up with Westford Police Department officers. They followed the vehicle onto King Road, Banbury Drive area into Westford. Eventually, the vehicle stopped. Detective Furlong of the Westford Police Department got out on foot, located that vehicle parked on the western part of King Road. That vehicle was empty at the time. Eventually, they were able to see that vehicle traveling at another road with Mr. Squeglia inside of the vehicle. Officers then made a decision to look into the houses in the area to see if Mr. Squeglia had committed a breaking and entering on King Road. At this time, Detective Sergeant William Lowell of the Westford Police Department and Detective Furlong began to check the houses. Detective Sergeant Lowell observed the rear door to 4 King Road to have a window pane smashed with a glass on the ground. Eventually, with the assistance of other police departments, Your Honor, they were able to stop that vehicle and arrest Mr. Squeglia based on probable cause that he had broken into the home on 4 King Road. Eventually, Your Honor, they interviewed Mr. Squeglia. He did waive his Miranda warnings and agreed to have an interview. He ultimately confessed to breaking into the home at 4 King Road and stated that the items from the house were located in the trunk of his vehicle. Your Honor, I spoke with Sergeant Lowell this morning. They located a computer, jewelry, a DVD player, and a wad of cash. All of those items were identified by the homeowners of 4 King Road as being theirs, Your Honor. In addition, during this interview, I was informed by Sergeant Lowell this morning that the defendant potentially has linked himself or confessed to 2 other breaking and enterings in the Commonwealth, Your Honor. The defendant's board of probation record is 3 pages long. He has approximately 9 defaults, 24 convictions on his record. If you look at his cases, Your Honor, there are 6 different cases all reflecting the same or similar crimes: breaking and enterings, larcenies, knowingly receiving stolen properties. He most recently did a year in jail in 2005. He's facing commitment on this case. In addition, Your Honor, his board of probation record reflects convictions for drug charges such as possession of heroin, and I would suggest that the charges he faces now, as well as the other charges on his board of probation record, reflect a significant drug problem. Your Honor, which you can consider in determining bail. For those reasons, the Commonwealth is asking for $5,000 cash bail.
All right, thank you. You want to be heard?
Thank you, Ron. Appreciate it on behalf of Mr. Squeglia. Mr. Squeglia is 30 years old. He comes before the court today. It's self-admitted drug problem. He was clean up till about a month and a half ago, Your Honor. He had done time back in 2005. He had got out and hadn't had any problems with law since 2005. His court information record does reflect that. He is working at this point. He does plumbing, and he's been with that company for 3 years. He has a girlfriend which he lives with full-time, and as you heard that she's unemployed. He supports that household. He's been doing a good job of it. He did get back into narcotics. He had an injury where he went back on a moderate painkiller, and it escalated back up to the point we stand today. He does understand he did wrong when he was picked up on this latest, and he did tell the police exactly what happened. He didn't try to hide from it. He let them know, look, I have a drug problem. He's committed back to trying to make that drug problem get back into the way he was back since in 2005. Your Honor, he doesn't have any cash money at this point. He does have to now hire an attorney because he did not qualify.
Well, if he's held in bail, a lawyer will be appointed.
Excuse me?
A lawyer will be appointed if he's held in bail.
Yes, Your Honor. And we would ask that he doesn't have the means to post the amount asked for the Commonwealth for the $500, but I don't know that that necessarily needs to be posted that much. And if you ask to look to his rate, he hasn't had anything since 2005. And no problems with the law. He maintains a household, and he will be back to court to answer these charges. So we'd ask him to consider personal recognizance. His money can be used elsewhere within his household to maintain his employment. He does have a vehicle which he has to get out from Westford. It's impounded now, so any money that he would need right now to get the vehicle, get back to work, keep his job, and then hire a lawyer to defend all the charges. So we ask him to release him in person.
All right, thank you. All right, after hearing on the set bailing on a $35,000 surety, $3,500 cash. And a lawyer will be appointed. It will be a $150 minimum fee for the attorney. And Mr. Reardon will be appointed.
Thank you, Ron.
What date do you want?
And what date?
60 days. December 8th, if that's available, please.
Matter stands continued until December 8th, 2010, for pre-trial hearing. You wish to recognize Mr. Commonwealth in the sum of $35,000 for sureties or $3,500 cash bail. Attorney Reardon has been appointed to represent you in this matter. You're going to pay a fee of $150 towards that representation of money that you want before December 8th.
Your Honor, I apologize. If in the event that the defendant does post the bail, we just ask for, the Commonwealth would ask for a stay away from King Road and Westford, specifically number 4.
Is there any reason for you to be on that road? That'll be a condition if you're released. Keep in mind, if you post the bail or you're released, if there's any further trouble, he could end up being held in no bail status. You understand?
Thank you.
4 King Road?
4. Yes, thank you.